All right, lesson number 3 into your leadership journey. All right, quick review. Where did we start? Timeline for you and the leadership positions you held professionally, starting at the very beginning to where you are today. Some of us have a lot of ticks in here, some of us maybe not so many. First, big broad categories, talked about you. 1, what was your role in that position? How did you get there? How did you lead? And how effective were you? You put those things together to get some big general insights into you. And that's what we wanted you to do, pull out some insights. Also asked you to see if you can go back and write, what do you think your definition of leadership was when you were here? Then what do you think your leadership definition is? Not what you think. What is your leadership definition now? Okay, so there's the start. Next, we dug in a little bit deeper to get a little more granularity into your leadership. And we defined what transactional leaders are, what transformational leaders are. Talked about where did you get your power and authority? Where did that come from? And what were your key relationships? So now you got a little more, you got a more detailed picture of you and your overall leadership. So you should be able to look at that and go, okay, this is where I was here. Okay, this is where I am now. I made some changes. Now we're going to take a look at what made you get there. You know, and as I'm doing this, you're finding your way of doing this. I'm thinking that, and I'm finding that doing this on a computer with dedicating one page to each individual stop, it's easy to cut and paste and move things around and kind of form a picture of my leadership journey here. Okay, today, impact on you. Think about the leaders that you had at each stop. Who's your leader? Who's your boss at that? And give them a couple bullets on, were they transactional? Were they transformational? Where did their power and authority come from? And what were their key relationships? As you look at that, this might really tell a picture. Were the key relationships above them, colleagues, subordinates? Where did their power come from? Why did you follow them? What made you follow them? What made you do what they said needed to be done? What made you want to work closely with them or not work closely with them? Organizational. Right? So you take a quick look at the people who led you now. Let's look at the organization. And I think the best place to start there is, what was the organization all about? It's their mission, vision, values, each one of those. Mission, this is what they do. This is why they exist. Vision, this is what they want to be. Here's what the impact they want to make. Values, this is why they do what they do. This is what drives them. This is what's motivational for the organization. So when you look at that, now as you take a look, in the last part, now we're going to add you into this picture. So let's see, let's try a different color here. All right, add you into this picture. And I want you to think here, I want you to think alignment. I want you to think alignment with the organization and alignment with the individual. And they might be completely different. You might be completely aligned with this organization, with the organization and how they operated, but you might be completely misaligned here, or everything might line up. I think it's really important to get an idea of how aligned were you with the organization, your leader, and what impact did that have on you? Impact, and I'm going to say impact, I'm going to say personal impact, but most importantly, leadership impact. How did this impact your leadership? You went to this organization, each one of these organizations, you went there for some reason. You were attracted to it, you wanted to be there, you accepted the position. What was the reason? Because of the person who was going to lead you, or was it because of the organization mission? So do a little bit of analysis here. So I guess maybe impact, a little bit of analysis on you, the impact the individual leader had on you, and you might have had multiple leaders, and the impact the organization had on you. So now we're going to get a little bit more deeply into what's affecting you and what is the impact that's making on you as an individual leader. All right, so now you can see you have you, and now what are the external forces working on you? Organizational forces and individual leader forces. All right, See you in the next lesson, lesson 4. We're going to dig a little more deeply.